To TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's the fifth-round rookie from Temple. It's Raquel Armstead. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Check 37. Check 37. Check out.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Hey, watch it.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Let's get off the field, G.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Just like that. Just like that.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now a toss play. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Check. Let's go.
Off play action. Jones. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away, and he was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. That'll bring up second down.
Come on, set. 30 base. We don't want this. He's go, team. Spell. He's coming. Double up. A little flare. Hey, orbit. Go.
Jones now. Gonna throw again. And he'll find Hall. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty...
And a lot of teams script.
So they're able to sack him. Now they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another of all. Do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a... They're going to look to throw and connect yards on the pickup. And that'll make it third down. On third. They'll set up a throw. Win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And a nice job here to down this.
That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. What a great surprise Austin Ekeler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions over. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing Jones. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now Jones, off play action. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Ty Long now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Just a net of 34 there, following a punt of 44 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. They run with Pumphrey. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Brings up 2nd and 11. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 11. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's complete to Austin Ekeler, the running back. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 3rd down, here's Ekeler. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, what do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On second down, Armstead. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Second and 10. He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got the hook up to Lee. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. He'll drop to throw. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking deep downfield. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And now a hook up downfield on second down. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Check 24, check 24.
On second down, Eckler. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. And he takes us beyond the 35, a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So from the 36 now, first and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Completes it to Lee. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 30 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a first and goal to go at the 7. It's Pumphrey on the toss. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Jones. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Looking to throw. Jones. And an alley to run. Well, the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Jags grab it. And it's a foot race. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jones operating from the gun. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Off the play fake. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Jones now. A final shot before break. He'll rifle this one into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Ready. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Hey, check out route.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Here we go, let's bring it.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. Bandit. Check.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Jones. Throwing again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for L.A. 57 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Pumphrey. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jag. First down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out. Come on. Guy. Check 6 guys. Hatch it.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Eyes on 10. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Switch.
They'll look to throw here. To the left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A give running right is Armstead. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fends him off. And that is incomplete.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Josh Allen, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Ty Long now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter down in Arizona. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll drop to throw. Lee's got it over the middle. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
21 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Set, ready. 70 Andy. And here we go. Watch the play. Watch the pass. Let's go.
Trying to pick it up with Armstead. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. On 1st down, again, they go with Armstead. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Check 25. Switch. 1, 2. Kill. Check 6. On. Shoot up.
A run here with Armstead. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. This is Armstead on the carry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
The 36-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. Switch it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Armstead. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know, they always say for a defensive coach, when I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They'll be punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Running on first down, Eckler. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryant. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jones operating from the gun. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Badgley able to knock this one through, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 17. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
Here we go. 50, plant. I don't think you got it, son. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash it.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And it's complete. Henry. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and goal from inside the 5.
I'm coming after you.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 8 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Slam, slam, slam.
Second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Mike, here we go. 44, Mike, set up.
They'll set up to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Melvin Ingram make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little